I'd rather be voted the sexiest man in Denmark than the ugliest man in Denmark. I'm not ambitious about my career, but I am ambitious with each job. I can be fairly annoying to work with. I've always been interested in strange foods, coming from all different places. I don't want to be the stupid blonde. I want to be an actor. If I was doing the hunt constantly, I would get very old, very fast. I can be intense in a lot of ways, but not the way you see the guy in The Salvation. To know a little about Greek mythology, it's not that far away from the Nordic mythology. I'm a big fan of film for one reason, because it is visual. I come from a culture where you don't divide it up to what you can do on TV and what you can do on film. If you spend a week at a casino, you will very easily see that people have a certain way of behaving in a casino. I take my work enormously seriously. When I do something, it has to feel right. Everything has to be right. Sometimes you're trying your best and you still can't find a solution. But I try not to waste my life living in a dark place. If you're playing the bad guy, you have to find what you like about them. Awards mean absolutely nothing if you don't get it. If you do get it, they're the best thing in the world. I did a crazy version of Romeo and Juliet once, and I played Romeo. We were in love with Mean Streets and Taxi Driver. We had no idea why nothing remotely like that was done in Denmark. I know a little about Greek mythology. It's not that far away from the Nordic mythology. I was a gymnast for many years before I was a dancer, so it comes in pretty handy when we do stunts. Once you do one bad guy, usually all you get offered is bad guys. Machiavelli had some cold tricks for people who wanted to be demagogues and wanted to take over the world. I'm not looking for a challenge, necessarily. I'm looking to make a really great film. If you're not bruised up, then you're not doing an action film in a real way. Typically, I work with the script and the director for a while before, just to make sure we're on the same page. I always try to find something I like about the bad guys and then try to find the mistakes and the flaws in the good guys. I vividly remember Charles Bronson's face in Chino. The Western genre is screaming for a face like that. The whole fannibal thing is predominantly something that happens in a world I don't know about, which is the internet. TV is obviously so different from film, because it's a never-ending process. It keeps going, you keep receiving new pages. I always work with the tempo of the energy of the character, whether he's fast or slow, or heavy or light. I'm engaged to Hollywood. If there's something I find I have to do, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll just stay home and have a vacation. Once you do one bad guy, usually all you get offered is bad guys. But I've been able to do different things. I was not into sci-fi, science fiction, at all. I was into some of the old pirate films with Burt Lancaster and stuff. I liked them. I love working back home, but it is a small country, and we do get tired of watching each other. There's no such thing as easy, but it's easier when a script is good. Clash of the Titans is one of the biggest movies I've done. It was certainly the most effects I've worked with. The day before I was famous in Denmark, nobody looked my way. The day after, everybody wanted to talk to me. In Denmark, we're making 20 films a year. If I'm showing up in even 2 of those, people will get tired of me really fast. I try not to carry any character back home because that would be extremely frustrating for my family. We are filmmakers, and we are specifically trying to entertain people. I was very energetic and very small. I didn't start growing until the last year of high school. Before we made films about gangsters, everything was about the royal families. They contain so much drama. I like the Three Musketeers. I like those kind of cool things where they were having a robe and a sword. I will never be a fan of any kind of political correctness. I think it's instant death to creativity. I was into sports and swimming as a kid and didn't spend a whole lot of time sitting down. I was a gymnast.